Welcome to Sarcastic Gaming, and today we will be playing Need for Speed Carbon on the PlayStation 2. And I have played this game before, but it has been a rather long time. So, I'm going to make a new profile, obviously, because I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the campaign, or story, or whatever you want to call it. Start the career, and then pick our car. Probably going to do the tutorial race, just to get my hand to get used to it again. And I will be skipping cutscenes unless you guys don't want me to. I have to do this part, so. Unless you guys say otherwise, I'll be skipping cutscenes to be time efficient. As I said, it's been a while. And there's the beginning of the game. And there is a story behind this game, which it slowly tells you about, which is the reason for the cutscenes, but I've already played them and I don't really want to watch through them, so.
Sit down.
Well,
How you been?
maybe I will have you guys watch them, because they're not too
A
long.
little score from Rock. Thanks. I don't remember asking for your help, Croft. What makes you think you can bounty hunt Silverton without my approval? It's Cross. Now this guy's from out of town. Been a long time, kid. What's his bounty? 150K. David, take care of this guy. So, that's what you've been up to. Nikki, this should be interesting.
Dare you show your face here?
Whoa.
Go, man.
Control yourself. I still don't know what happened that night you took off. But I do know you're into me now for some serious cash. Things have been getting a little too close for comfort around here with all these crews battling for new territory. I think I could use someone with your skills to help me out. The way I see things, I bailed you out of a serious jam twice now. Time for you to return the favor. Nikki, what do you say you show your old friend the ropes?
You gotta be joking, right?
You got a better idea? Well, let's get him started right away. Don't disappoint. Not again.
Thanks for waiting up.
Yeah, sure. Hey, who's the third wheel?
Doesn't matter. Darius made all these cars available to you. Pick one. Whichever one you want.
Hey, if there's three, do I get one? I mean, I don't care which one, although I am partial to the one with the sweet rims.
Why don't you just make sure the tanks are filled?
That's great. I'm the monkey.
Pick one. Let's get this over with.
So anyway, what I always tend to go with is the muscle car, because it appeals to me the most, I guess. Seems to be the better choice to start with. So I'm going to go for the test drive, and then I'll start the campaign afterwards. And also, I always use the automatic transmission. Might change that at some point. A couple of my friends will race you the track. Please don't embarrass yourself. Delete that. So I believe all of these cars are currently stock, except for... Oh jeez. Oh crap. Controller's batteries fell out. Just a minor setback, let's see if I can catch back up. Nitrous. Still plenty of shortcuts and I'm catching up right now. Moving up on this leaderboard. I'm gonna restart this because that messed up. But I won't edit it out because you guys might as well see me fail sometimes. Hopefully I don't knock the batteries out again. I'm not gonna restart every time I lose. I'm just restarting there because there's nothing else I can do about that. If I lose any other race in the game, I'll just try again. I won't restart at the end of it. And also, every now and then I'll probably get into a police chase. Maybe on purpose. Depends on what goes on. How do I look backwards? There we go. And there's the first race completed. Or the test drive. believe there's another cutscene after this. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes in the beginning, so this will probably be one of the longer episodes. The first one will be the longest episode here.
Yeah, but come on, I got no time for this.
Nikki's good. Just listen to her. And I'll stick around and I'll help out. Make sure she's not too hard on you.
Okay, come on, let's just get this over with. So, crews are a big part of building a rep in the city. You can bring a wingman into a lot of the races, and believe me, you're going to want to. There's basically 3 different skills you're going to see. Some drivers are blockers, others are drafters, and there's scouts. Right now, I'll be your wingman just to show you. Neville's going to help out, be your competition for a few laps. First, you need to know how to tell your wingman when it's time to work. They'll just race until you tell them to do more. Try it now. That's it. You got it. Remember, it works the same for blockers and drafters. But scouts are working for you pretty much all the time. Okay, blockers are like Christmases on the road. They don't mind scratching their rides and knock your competition off the track. Let me show you. Alright, let me know when you want me to block Neville. That's it. See how it's going for us? Drafters, they're speed demons. 2 cars traveling in line can go faster than 1. So you gotta get in behind them and stay there for a few seconds. You'll get a boost of speed, and when you pull out of the draft, you'll slingshot up ahead. Okay, say when and we'll draft.
So yeah, the game is explaining it. So, yeah. I generally tend to prefer using blockers because when it comes to scouts, most of the time I end up being ahead of my own teammate. And sometimes, and I've never used the drafter. The blocker tends to be the most effective person for me. So there's a teammate or wingman tutorial.
There, that's all you need to get started. I'm done wasting my time on you. Later, Neville.
Guess it's just you and me. Let's go find some trouble.
There's that.
So you've been gone a while. You're out in Rockport, huh? Man, a lot has changed since you took off. There are tons of crews in this town. Everywhere, man. Crazy.
Alright, there's the beginning police chase that I gotta do.
Look out.
In my opinion, the police chases are fun, so I'm probably gonna end up doing a lot of them.
I got your back. Almost the heat. Stay on the pedal.
Alright, here we go. There's the bar on the top right that tells me how close I am to being busted or escaping the police. And then there's knocking out police cruisers, cost estate, which increases your bounty. And if you get busted, you can lose your car if it gets busted enough. And these ones are really easy to take out at the moment, so it's harder when it's not the beginning. I'll probably show you guys next episode. Also, after you evade, there's a cooldown where they will continue to look for you, and if they see you, the chase resumes. And there are specific spots in the map where you can evade the police, where you can hide, and it speeds up the cooldown time. I'm actually really close, so drive right over there. The safe house is where you can park your car, or not really just park your car, but you take it, you can upgrade it, and do whatever you want. Upgrade, customize, sell cars. It's where you can see how many times it's been impounded, and stuff like that. Probably gonna be a cutscene in here. Yeah, there's a cutscene. Or whatever this is. I forget what this is. And each wingman also has a secondary ability that helps you in the garage. What should I... Oh, I don't even know. I should have thought about this already. I don't know what to name my crew. Let's see. I can change it later on, the logo, but I won't be able to change the name. And also my YouTube channel doesn't really go with this kind of thing. So, just gonna look for something. Pick it. Let's go with the robot. I'll just call it the Autobots just cause. There.
This whole city's a battleground. All the crews are always fighting over territories. Just check with your map if you want to see what's going on. The minor crews push and pull, but you'll see that most of Palmont City is divided up between Kenji's Bushido, Wolf's TFK, and Angie's 21st Street crew. Your rep? Okay, you have no rep. But you win a few races and you'll end up owning an area. And that's what'll build up your rep. Once the crew bosses see you as a threat, they'll probably come looking for you. If they challenge you, then you got a shot at taking over their turf.
So anyway, here it shows you that the different map areas. So I'm probably gonna do capture one territory per episode. So yeah. That's not what I was trying to do. Map screen. Let's go back. Go to free roam because I'd rather drive everywhere. It's more entertaining for me than just jumping to races. Takes away the aspect of the possibility of being caught out by the police wherever you go. See, I'm gonna delete. I'm not gonna read this because it just goes over stuff that I can tell you anyway, such as that. Not saving. I can't pause it right now. The police can catch you out at any time, anywhere, after, like, police will be dispatched after you run into somebody or do something illegal, I guess, that causes a complaint from one of these citizens over here. So then it would dispatch a police officer to come check it out, and then that causes that, and the police come after you. Do this race first. Activate GPS, and we'll go. Also, I've never really been a fan of the GPS in this game. It can be kind of deceiving at times. Because it doesn't really switch where it's pointing until the last possible second at some points. And that right there was the police being called in. But they're not going to get me before I get to this race. So let's start this race. Also, for winning a race, you unlock parts for whatever car you're driving. And also, those people on the sides of the road are not really there, so you can just run into them when you start and swerve out to the side. Because it's kind of annoying when you start in the back and you can't do anything. And I probably won't use any scouters at all on this race because sometimes they don't see certain certain shortcuts because of what area they're from or whatever you want to say. And also I know most of the shortcuts already. I especially know all the shortcuts on this track because whenever I used to play it with my little brother all the time. We just screw around and make each other hit stuff. And also the thing you saw me use earlier, which I'm about to use again in a second, is called the speed breaker, which you use to essentially slow down time and take tricky corners, which I could have used better there. Is there another one on him, or is it just him? Nah, it's just him. And there are all things like this, which block the road, and they're also very good at taking out police cars. And when you take out police cars like that, whenever you do that in a police chase, it goes to a little cinematic view camera, and it shows it crush the police. The only really negative thing about using a blocker is that they can't win the race for you very efficiently. So really the best way to win with a blocker is to use him to take out other people rather than hope that he'll finish if you mess up. If you're looking for someone to do that, a scout would probably be your best option, because they'll be taking all the shortcuts. You just gotta make sure that their car is up to par. Hitting most of these dumpsters and stuff on purpose, except for the first one, when I go into the shortcut for the first time. Also, I've never really been good at drifting in this game. There are a few drift races, but you don't have to do them. So I probably won't. And they're a little bit further in the game, so you guys can tell me if you want me to do them or not. Otherwise, I most likely will not do drift races. And there's the first race. And I unlocked a vinyl, which isn't really much, but... And I got $5,200. And there's the crew that owns this area.
Yeah, I heard you were in town. Go back where you came from.
And this is where it introduces that crew. So now we're gonna do the checkpoint for the next race once it finishes auto-saving. Since I didn't unlock anything to upgrade my car with yet. Let's see, where am I? I'm all the way over there. Do I want to do the sprint? It's a checkpoint race, I'll do that, I think. What do I get from this one? I get hood package. And this one gives me, I think it gives me, yeah, this one gives me nitrous. So I'll do this one, and then I'll go get the nitrous after that, and then I'll go upgrade my car. At my safe race. It's more efficient to use the speed breaker than it is to use the handbrake and stuff, but also when you use the speed breaker, it takes a while for it to recharge, which is a problem, which is the main problem with using it. That's not what it is. Oh, of course. That's that right there. That's why I don't like this. I didn't have to turn around there. Just head up this way, hit the ramp up here. Stuff like that is why I don't like the GPS system in this game. It's really misleading it sometimes. At some points. And that was a building. In case you were wondering. And the checkpoint race is you're racing by yourself, no teammates for times. And you have so much time to get through the track. I have a few other Need for Speed games, but I would only consider putting one of them up on this channel because one is really old and it's just not as good in my opinion, and the other one is on the Wii and it's just it looks really more comical and I don't really like it that much. So if I was to put it up, the other Need for Speed that I would play would be Need for Speed Pro Street, which is where instead of racing illegally, it's set up events where you race. But also, when you damage your car, you have to pay to get it, to fix it. Or you can use repair markers, which you unlock throughout the game. Or not unlock, but are given. Oh, that could have gone better. Still got 20 seconds to get to the next one, so I've got plenty of time there. Anyway, I'll probably be recording with Rexman again in about 2 weeks. For logistics reasons, I missed that spot there. There's the finish line. And I unlock hoods, which is just really a visual thing. Continue. And it says I've conquered the territory, but I'm going to finish the other race in it, just to keep it complete.
Control Division be advised. A vehicle moving at a high rate of speed with good speed heading southbound. Available units to clear and start up.
Also, one thing that can be a little bit aggravating sometimes is GPS will try to send you through shortcuts most of the time, and sometimes you don't know that they are there. And you expect the GPS not to know the shortcuts, but I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna do this last race, go to the garage and upgrade, and then that'll be the end of this episode. Or whatever you want to call it. I'm probably gonna call it an episode. There are different kinds of races, as most of you should know, so that guy's probably a blocker. But anyway, there's circuit races, which is basically laps, sprint races, which is point to point. There's checkpoint, which is a point to point with timer points, timer spots in between. And also there's the drift races. And lastly, there's a special kind of race that you do mainly with bosses, which I will talk more about when we get to it, as you will see around that shortcut somewhere. Oh. Have him take out that guy. But when you fight a boss, or not fight, but race against a boss, you have to do two separate races against them. The first one is most of the time a circuit race, your basic average circuit race. And then there's the special race, which I'll get into when we get into racing against the boss. Overshot that. Right now I'm just trying to slow Neville down so that way he can get further back in the track and just mess with them, because I've clearly got the lead and we're 95% done with the race, so it's almost over. Sliding across the finish line. Now I've unlocked Nitrous, so and also apparently they got beat back out of there by the main crew, so they don't own that anymore. So did they. See if the Bushido crew was able to do anything. Looks like it, unless they got beat by another small crew, which they didn't. So now I will be heading back to the safe house to upgrade my car with what little money I have. So I'm not gonna cut out any of this stuff yet unless you guys don't want to see it. So all my driving around is gonna be left in, unless you guys say otherwise. And I'm probably gonna end up getting into a police chase on the way there. So the video will just be that much longer for you guys to watch and more entertaining. Considering I don't have nitrous, and if you don't have nitrous in a police chase, it's gonna be a good bit harder to get out of there. Because that first one it's really easy to take out those cruisers. Oh crap, there's a police car. And he saw me. Just gonna drop this, and I'm pretty sure that missed. But he went under the tunnel, so Hopefully I can lose him while I'm on my way to the... Okay, he lost sight. Anyway, I think I'm almost back to my place. I'm getting closer. And I lost the police. So that's good. And then this is just about the police, the hiding spots. Pursuit breakers are the things that you hit. And also, there's a backup timer where more police cars will arrive to join in the chase if you're not escaping fast enough. And also, if you hit certain jumps right, it goes into a cinematic view. Sort of like the stunt jumps in GTA 5. And I'm almost back to the safe house now. Now we'll let it load, and then we'll upgrade my car. Customization, performance, everything's normal there. Street package transmission, nitrous, and I got tires. And that's all for that stuff, so I always put it in the middle because I kind of do a little bit of drifting when I'm taking sharp corners, so that helps me. If I do make a drift car, we'll see about that later. Nitrous, velocity and duration. I like to have a little more velocity than duration because it gets you going faster. And if you have it all the way on duration, it just kind of, you don't really get anywhere. And the main thing I want to work towards is acceleration, because this car never really has a very good acceleration. If I'm correct, I can go back in and change it at a later date if I want. No, it's the top speed that I need to work on, not acceleration. So we'll go with that. Or maybe that. Yeah, that's probably better. Now I'm back out of that. And auto sculpting is blah blah blah, I've already seen that. I don't have any tires, I don't have any new stuff there. I've got a new hood. Got this. This one is where the engine comes out of the hood. I've never really been a fan of it in this game, so I think I always go with this one. Oh no, never mind, I won't buy this one yet because I don't have a crew member that can allow me to do anything with it, so I'll take that off later. So yeah, because since I don't have a crew member that can do it, I don't know if I can auto sculpt any of these parts yet. But I'll see. Yeah, I need Colin, so I'll just take that off the list for now, see if there's anything else. I could get that, but I don't have the right guy, so just gonna go to the shopping cart. Stuff's not on there, so I don't have to take it off, and I can order the parts. And that's that. So, this has been Sarcastic Gaming, and I will see you next time.